Peggy 18.
My relationships with my coworkers, it's a work in progress. I've been working with HR on what she calls it the body odor opportunities for me.
I don't know why he smells terrible. Great character artist, just makes me sick to my stomach.
I have candles.
People think I hired him. I didn't. But he's kind of good at his job.
Well, I'm a Texan first, and then a ghoul, and I'm a father, and I volunteer at the animal shelter. These things take some acclimation, but life's a journey.
On October 23rd, when we heard that sound, we went underground and found a vault life waiting for us come what may. Leave your trouble on the surface, it's Fallout Day.
Hi, I'm Jess Finster, Community Director for Bethesda, and I'm so happy to be here in Bethesda Game Studios in Austin, Texas, welcoming you all to our first ever Fallout Day broadcast. As all Fallout aficionados know, October 23rd marks the day the Great War started, kicking off the events of a franchise that has been going strong for nearly 30 years. To mark the occasion, we're celebrating all things Fallout, including the amazing community that brings our worlds to life. This year, we've seen more players in Fallout than ever before, setting record numbers across almost every title in the franchise. In Fallout 76 alone, we've now passed 20 million players. So whether you're a longtime Enclave devotee, or just discovering Fallout thanks to the brilliant show from Kilter Films and Amazon Prime, welcome new Vault Dwellers. One thing is for certain, Fallout truly has one of the best communities in gaming. We at Bethesda Game Studios have seen your cosplay and memes, and we've watched your videos and streams. We've visited your vaults and taken tours of your incredible camps. Your constant creativity truly gives us life. But most of all, we've seen your feedback and we feel your support. So as both developers and fans, we thank you. To start the celebration off right, if you've never dabbled in apocalyptic Appalachia, but always been curious, guess what? You can play Fallout 76 for free until October 29th. For a limited time, we'll also be running Twitch drops. Watch the Fallout Day broadcast and your favorite Fallout streamers between now and November 20th for a chance to earn the Rusted Pumpkin Lantern and other goodies. Also through October 29th, you'll find discounts on all Fallout products pretty much anywhere on the internet. And just like the Wasteland, these deals are going nuclear. Get massive discounts on Fallout titles and atoms for Fallout 76. We're not just showering our console and PC players with love. The Fallout Shelter community is huge, and we've got some fun surprises for them today too. For today only, you can grab the free Fallout Day bundle that includes Lucy, Maximus, and the Ghoul. So if you haven't downloaded Fallout Shelter, or it's been a while since you played, now is a great time to jump in. Last, and maybe most importantly, stay tuned after the Fallout Day broadcast, where our friends at Fallout for Hope will be doing a live post-show and the first annual Fallout Day community parade. This in-game event is produced to benefit the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and will feature floats, musical acts, and other special guests with stories of players around the world who love Fallout. Shout out to Ken and the entire Fallout for Hope team for always being such a pillar within the Fallout community. Now let's jump right in and take a look at Fallout 76 and get a peek at...
Jess, you okay?
Yeah, I just need a minute.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Sorry, can we go back up a little bit? All right. Now let's jump right in with a look at Fallout 76 and get a peek at what's coming next in Appalachia. Happy Fallout Day!
Let's just start by saying that Jess is absolutely right. There's no better gaming community than the Fallout community.
We never could have predicted just how welcoming you would all make the post-nuclear wasteland. We love seeing how you cooperate with and support each other, including how you shower new players with gifts, set up rest stops with your camps along the road from Vault 76, and pack donation boxes with useful junk.
When I first played the game, I came out of the vault and a super high level player just dropped a bunch of stuff for me, just like a bag of guns, and waved and ran off.
You hear it from pretty much anyone you ask. As soon as somebody new comes out of the vault, there's gonna be somebody waiting there, fast traveling over to get your attention and give you a ton of good stuff.
And they just go around every day doing the same activity with the new dwellers. It's always nice to see.
I've never had that experience in a game before. And then it's funny, a year later, now we have a Dropbox that is sitting outside of the entrance of the vault that I got to make. So it came full circle.
Fallout 76 is a labor of love. We're hugely thankful for your feedback over the years because it has inspired some of the biggest updates since launch and has helped make the game what it is today. We've tried everything throughout over 50 free updates. Each one is only getting more wild, more ambitious, and obviously more Fallout. And we have no intention of stopping. I did something weird with my hand. From major content expansions like Wastelanders, which brought life back to Appalachia,
To expeditions that took us to exciting new locales like the Pit and Atlantic City.
and even to our latest major update, Skyline Valley, which gave players their first Appalachia map expansion and the means to run their own caravan company in Milepost Zero.
And it's not just that. We're always considering quality of life features too. From free cam and camp building to one wasteland level scaling, a lot has changed in Fallout 76 over the past 6 years. The returning settlers and raiders you've helped, the games you've played at Nuka World on tour, the 51.5 million camps you have built to bring the map to life. We love seeing how you've made Appalachia your own, and it truly feels alive. So keep it up. Tell us what you want to see. Shout it from the mountaintops.
Or if you don't have any mountains nearby, just go on Reddit.
Or Discord.
Or send a messenger Brahmin.
And join the public test server. We want to hear your feedback. Keep helping us make Fallout 76 the best and biggest Fallout game we can.
We read everything on Discord and the subreddit, and it's really important for the process.
So please keep it coming. That's how we make the game better.
Dogmeat's an incredibly hard worker, and we would be nowhere without him.
Whenever I need something, he'll just show up and it's like, hey, here's your lunch, or here's a severed hand.
We had this one meeting about hours and how long it is for dog meat. Really puts things into perspective.
It's going to be a busy December for Fallout 76 players. One update we've been seeing you talk about for some time now is finally coming to Fallout 76, and quite frankly has us saying,
"Here, human, I got a treat for you."
Camp pets are coming to Fallout 76. Soon, you'll have fuzzy friends to bring your camp to life. There will be 2 pets to start, a cat and a dog. Let's answer the most important question right now. Yes, you can pet them. You'll be able to interact with your pets, dress them, and even place furniture like a cat scratch pole or a bona fide bone-filled dirt pile in your camp for them to enjoy.
and we're not stopping at 2. We want to see a wasteland that's full of all different kinds of pets. So keep an eye out for more furry additions in the future, and maybe some that are not so furry.
Yes, you can pet them.
No, don't cover me up.
Razzle dazzle.
Also coming in December are player titles. These will include a prefix and a suffix that you can combine to make your unique nuclear nickname.
I'm excited to see what kind of player title combination players are going to come up with.
Midnight Bot Beater.
Gulper Technician.
Gleaming Raid Rookie.
Scorched Sat Seer.
Bloodied Adventurer. I play a bloodied player quite often, so it kind of fits with that.
You'll earn them as a reward from doing anything from completing quests and challenges to defeating epic enemies.
Now, if you're looking for something more irradiated, take a look at our next December update. Deep in the scab slopes of the ash heap, old scars are torn open when we introduce the Gleaming Depths.
The Gleaming Depths is a sort of traditional MMO-style dungeon that should really challenge our endgame players.
You get to battle through a gauntlet with your friends. If you're really looking for a cooperative experience, like a really deeply tied cooperative experience.
This is going to be high difficulty content that's going to really drive our endgame users.
The idea was born in a Bethesda Game Studios game jam, but quickly amassed an inter-studio cult following through the magic and wonder of puppetry.
John's puppet has been a huge inspiration for us. As silly as it may sound, it actually has been very helpful for us to try to figure out exactly what we wanted to plan for this encounter.
Raids are an exciting spectacle that give our experienced players a new challenge to overcome.
These are players that have been playing the game for years, level 300-ish plus.
You'll need a tight, well-organized squad of up to 4 players, and y'all need to come well-equipped to even stand a chance at surviving the terrors within. The Gleaming Depths is home to an abandoned Enclave research lab where scientists were studying a phenomenon they call ultragenesis, the spreading of ultrasight through the Earth.
Your team will have to fight through several incredibly demanding encounters. And once you start, there's no turning back. You win or you die. The first encounter you'll come to is the Guardian. Think of it as a mechanized doorman, which is maybe a little too good at its job. If our heroes survive, they delve deeper into the complex and come upon a giant drill room. Part of the group will need to defend the drill from being ravaged by mole miners, while another part sprints through the nearby dark halls to gather the energy for powering it up. There's just one catch. The Stalker, an ultrasight-crazed maniacal juggernaut who wants only to kill you. Good luck with that. Brave adventurers who outsmart the Stalker will next find themselves face to face with the tectonic trifecta of terror, Enclave Squad Epsilon. Agents Vulture, Lynx, and Bloodhound demand precise teamwork to overcome for players to deliver the final blow. When players think they're through the worst of it, the Stalker returns and is hell-bent on revenge for your team's earlier trickery. To overcome this foe once and for all, you'll need to delve deep within the horrid halls of an Enclave research laboratory long lost. It's been an excruciating journey. Take a few minutes to bandage your wounds, polish your gear, and muster your mettle because you're gonna need it when you face the ultrasight terror of the Gleaming Depths.
My favorite thing about the Gleaming Depths is the ultrasight terror.
It's definitely the biggest boss in Fallout 76, and it might be the biggest boss in a Fallout game in general.
When you first see this thing, it is very intimidating. It is huge, and you're going to feel like there's no way around it.
It's seeing people jump out of their chairs and flee in terror is always makes me happy.
So before you even set off for the Gleaming Depths, you want to make sure your gear is up to snuff, because with high risk comes high reward, and these rewards are legendary. And what's more legendary than a 3-star? 4-star legendaries. 4-star legendaries are top-tier, highest-level weapons and armor that will be critical to maximizing your build. For example, I love having Slayers equipped on my Plasma Caster as it gives me a massive damage boost to legendary and raid enemies alike. Take that, Ultrasight Terror. To craft a 4-star legendary, Add any 4-star mod to a 3-star legendary, and you're on your way to killing the baddest beasts in the land. That seems like a lot, right? Well, we're still not done.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, hey, Dave. Coming in early 2025, for the first time in Fallout history, you'll be able to transform into a ghoul. Once you hit level 50 and complete the ghoulification quest, you'll be able to experience all the benefits of life as a ghoul. You'll no longer have to worry about catching a bad case of the rads because you'll be immune to radiation damage. In fact, you'll crave it. As a ghoul, exposure to rads will heal you and possibly unlock unique abilities.
And don't even worry about pesky things like needing to eat to live. Instead of hunger and thirst, you'll have a new feral meter to keep an eye on. Depending on your playstyle, you might even let yourself get a little wild, because going feral has a few perks of its own, such as turning into a crazed berserker, hand-to-hand combatant who could rip the face off a Deathclaw. Players who choose to live life as a ghoul will also get access to a suite of ghoul-specific perk cards to use in addition to the existing human perks. This, coupled with a ghoul's immunity to rads, will open up dozens of new playstyles for players to experience the wasteland. But being a ghoul isn't easy. Ghouls get a bad rap, and many NPCs and factions like the Brotherhood of Steel won't take too kindly to your new look, even if you do have a fancy new hairpiece.
What does it mean to become a ghoul? Does that include new abilities, new perks? Does that include narrative options that will take place? For example, the Brotherhood of Steel, who do not take kindly to ghouls.
It'll be cool to see like ghoul parades and ghoul camps and ghoul friends.
So one of the new perks that are coming up with ghouls, which I think is my favorite, is called Battle Genes, which is a perk that will activate as soon as you're in battle, that will heal the ghoul because you're feeling the adrenaline rush, you're training for battle, so your body is getting ready.
For ghoul players who still want to complete storyline quests with factions that normally wouldn't ally with a ghoul, there may be a way to fool them. And if it turns out being a ghoul just isn't for you, players will be able to revert back to human. But come on, don't you think Smooth Skin's a little overrated? This update is something we are very excited to get into your hands, and we'll have more to share in the coming months.
Promise I'm not a diva.
I think as an artist, I will always put myself in my art in one way or another, and that's something I really enjoy, making the ghoul characters. I had talked to John about maybe expanding onto other things, but he really felt that was kind of, he's my zone. He said that was a way for me to speak my truth through the art. So that's what I like to do.
Well, before we say goodbye, we wanted to say thanks again to all our fans that played our recent map expansion, Skyline Valley. Looks like I've got some research to do on an upcoming feature.
Thank you for joining our big Fallout Day celebration. It was so great getting to share all the fun updates to come. Personally, I can't wait to play as a ghoul. Speaking of the ghoul, to our wonderful friends at Kilter Films. On behalf of the entire Fallout community, congrats on your Emmy wins. I think we're all a little bit eager to see what happens in Season 2. And just a reminder, be sure to tune into the post-show with the folks from Fallout for Hope. For anyone that wants to wet their whistle with the Sunset Sarsaparilla and live that real New Vegas experience, come hang out with your friends at the Pioneer Saloon in Good Springs, Nevada, where the entire town will play host to the unofficial Fallout fan celebration. They've been doing it for years, and it's amazing! So on November 16th and 17th, if you see us, come say howdy. On a personal note, seeing things like the Fallout meetup happen organically is incredible. I've had the opportunity to see this community grow and really embrace all things Fallout. I really do believe you are a huge part of what makes this franchise so special. That said, as it is our first ever Fallout Day broadcast, and saying goodbye is harder than fistfighting in a Assaultron with no chems, we just want to take the time to celebrate some of our favorite moments from development and the community.
Now, my favorite thing about Fallout is just the world, the alternate history, the retro sci-fi.
All the little random things that you can find out in the world.
First time you find power armor, and you get to go and blow things up.
Unlike so many other worlds, it's one of the most playful and interesting to build in.
The thing I like the most about the community is just how passionate they are.
Seeing players be unique in a unique franchise. I mean, the community is one of the best out there.
You know, they're the type of folks I'd like to hang out with.
Some of my most favorite community moments in Fallout 76 are when I'm walking around Appalachia and I'm able to look at other people's camps and they meet me there and they show off what they've built. I think it's just awesome.
I once saw somebody dress up in cosplay mirroring an animation that I had created. A guy sitting on a chair playing a tuba. It was amazing.
I love that the community has started visiting the real-life Fasnacht event in Helvetia and brought masks that are directly from Fallout 76.
Who doesn't love chasing those rare masks, those glowing masks?
That's when I knew 76 was going to be a world that could live on forever.
Stay true, citizen, for the Brotherhood.
Okay, cut.
Thanks to all of you for joining us here at Bethesda for our very first Fallout Day broadcast. You know, when we think about Fallout, for me, it goes back to playing that original game and just falling in love with it. It is such a blessing for us here at Bethesda. Is now our 20th year working on the franchise, and there have been so many people that have created in it over the years, and you can ask any of them, whether they worked on the games or now the television show, everyone will tell you there's nothing like working on Fallout. It's just an incredible universe, and obviously an incredible universe to play in. We're looking forward to more, so thank you for joining us.
It's Vault Life, darling, and enjoy your stay. Talk to your neighbors on Fallout Day.